What's going on, guys? This is BTB coming at you again with another video, and today I have with me my friend Silky,
What's going on, guys?
and we're going to be doing another special for you again because he was the winner of the last transmog contest. Today we're going to be doing the top 4 mounts for tier 8.5 Hunter, and the name of this set is called Conqueror's Scourgestalker. Now Silky, you want to tell us why you chose to do this one with me?
Glad you asked. Well, one of the reasons that I wanted to choose to do Conqueror's Scourgestalker set with you is because I like the feeling that Wrath of the Lich King brought. It brought a very chilling environment to the players, and whenever you logged in, it was very fun. It was always fun to log in and always want to do something new. And whenever you saw all the players AFKing and their purples and Dalaran, it was very nostalgic. And when I first saw the set, I fell in love with it, and I had to get that set.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Aldor is my all-time favorite raid, so I'm glad that you chose to do this one with me, of all of them. I really appreciate you doing this, and congratulations on your first place in the transmog competition. If you guys are interested in transmog competitions, please give a follow to to Manit Gaming. So it'd be how do you spell that? So sorry.
Twitch.tv, capital M, Manic Gaming, capital G.
So it'd be MANIT and then GAMING. So go ahead and give him a follow, guys. Every other Saturday we're guildies, so we split off the transmog competitions for people to win prizes and win a next spot in my next video on YouTube. My Twitch is PastaBoss89, so I do transmog competitions on Saturday as well, but it's every other Saturday. So now, Silky, you chose to do, well, we both chose as a mutual agreement to do Beast Mastery appearance. Now, you want to tell them why we chose that?
So, in Legion, there was a challenge questline that you had for all 36 specs. And specifically for Beast Mastery, you had to accept the quest line where you had to fight a Tauren and a Worm. I'm not going to go into the basics, that'll be for another time. But specifically, you had to defeat this, this encounter. And if you did successfully, you would be given a quest to complete, and you would be given this challenge appearance. Now, for the challenge appearance itself, it was very easy to get near the end of Legion. We're talking late on Taurus. But before that, it was very hard to get. You had to be geared, you had to be full flasked, you had to do good damage. So basically it had to be done with good gear before on Taurus came out.
Funny story about that, Silk, I hate to interrupt you, sorry. Funny story about that is the Holy Priest one required me to have a 4 set just to complete it. So yeah, they were no joke, guys. Go ahead and continue, Silky, sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I was actually going to go to that part where some of the appearances had to have certain requirements. And this one specifically that we were using with Conqueror's Scourgestalker was 10 rated battleground wins.
Yeah, this is actually the first expansion that I wanted to start doing rated battlegrounds to get the appearances for the 10 wins. That actually turned into me being a completionist asshole and getting all 36 mage towers complete. All tunes, all specs. All the classes, all the specs. Alright, so for today, our cloak we're going to be using is the Dread Gladiator's Shawl. Now, this is the cloth gladiator's appearance for their gladiator armor in BFA. Now, one thing that I'm not happy about is there's no equivalent to the tier 3 cloth cloak that looks like the color scheme of the Dread Gladiators, and that should have been the elite cloak for the 1800 set, but I don't know why Blizzard didn't put it in. But if you are watching this video, please put it in the game because we want it. It's a long cloak, it looks just like this, and it has the same color scheme, but if you look at the tier 3 cloak for Warfront Warfronts. Basically, it's that, but with this color scheme. I would love to see it. I've seen it in my buddy Alias TV. Go sub to him if you haven't already. Alias TV actually showed it off, and I seen it. It looked really nice. And then I come to find out it's not in the game. So why do you take stuff out of the game? But that's for another time. Alright, so for our pets today, we decided to use the Siege of Orgrimmar scorpions. Now, these are the Iron Juggernaut scorpions. Now, the reason why we decided this, we were on Petopia the other day, and me and Silky were actually browsing for the best pets to actually match with this, which is really hard, by the way. Took us several hours. We stumbled across this right here. Bam! There it is, man. That was we both saw that. And, whew. Silky, what was your first thoughts when you seen this?
My first initial thought for that was, it was very. I first thought it was going to be a Beastmastery only pet.
Yeah,
I didn't
me
expect it to be used in all specs. Fun fact: this can be used in marksmanship, Beastmastery, and survival. So
go get you one.
Go get this pet. Yeah, go get this pet.
The requirements to get this mount, you have to buy the. I forget the name of the item, but it's an item that lets you tame mechanical beast. And if you're a gnome hunter, you don't have to collect it at all, you lucky bastards. But anyways, you get that tome and you learn it, and you go do Siege of Orgrimmar, and you kill Iron Juggernaut for Juggernaut parts, kill Siegecrafter Blackfuse for the spark, and then there's these little paint buckets that you find, and you can actually paint your Juggernauts. Silky, you want to show us your other one you got today, so they can see the difference? Now that's the Iron Juggernaut one right there. That's legit. That's legit it. Now I can actually prove that this is the Iron Juggernaut one because I have the Iron Juggernaut here, as you can see, and it looks really good with it. Like, so go get you one, guys. They're really nice, really awesome pets. Let's go ahead and get on with the video, though. Alright, we're going to dismiss our pets and get some mounts. Alright, so for number 4 today, we're going to be showing off the Swift Grey Ram. Now, this comes from the Exalted Ironforge, and you can buy it for 10 gold from Karanos vendor at the Ram Farm, right outside of Ironforge. Now, it took me forever to find this place back in Wrath, like, cause you couldn't fly in Azeroth, like in Eastern Kingdom and Kalmandor, you couldn't fly there. So I was like, how the hell do I get there? And then I looked up a little thing called Thoughtbot, and you guys may not know what that is. Main dude may know what that is, but yeah, basically, I looked up Thoughtbot, found out how to get this, and bam, got it. The reason we chose this is because the color scheme is almost good. The gold is a little off, but the eyes are on point, and the gray is on point as well. So that's why we chose this, and also the silver as well. So for our number 3 today, we have, this is a crowd favorite right here, the Sky Golem. Now this mount is a mount where you can actually pick herbs and actually run around and herb, and you won't get dismounted unless you get dazed, of course. Now, Silky, why did you want to use this one?
Specifically, the set also has a feeling of being an engineer, just because of the gas mask, and also the fact that if you look closely on the shoulders, there's a bit of mist coming out. Now, if you look on the actual mount itself, in the back there will be, I think, gas fumes coming out. The spikes on the shoulders on your character as well as the shoulders on the mount match perfectly, as well as the blue. So the entire metallic look on the entire thing is just a beauty, and it matches perfectly.
I agree. We're gonna have to spread out for this next one, guys, so give us a couple minutes. Alright, so for our number 2 would be the Iron Brown Proto Drake. Now this mount is an Ulduar mount, so we decided to use this because it is Ulduar after all. And basically we chose this because this is the best mount that is basically that matches the color scheme for this armor. Silky, do you have any thoughts about this mount here? Like, this was my favorite mount back in Wrath that ever came out. This is actually one of my favorite mounts in the game, to be honest. So,
Well, other than the boss that drops or has the achievement looks just like the mount itself, it's very nostalgic because I always used to do razor scale, in an attempt to get the pets and the armor pieces, etc., etc. And I really wanted this to be a mount. And when I found out that this was a mount, I decided I would try and get it. Now, one of the achievements on this boss is a pain, and I do not recommend you do this alone. So do this with a class that has good fear abilities because you will be needing it to get this mount. Other than that, I really like this mount. It matches perfectly the metallic look on it, and the blue also matches the blue on your set.
yeah, this mount actually matches the tier 8.5 DK armor completely perfect. I'll be making a video on that later. You guys will get to see that. Now, Silky, I want you to go ahead and tell everyone about your WoW experience and basically where you come from, and let's hear your story before we unleash the #1 mount.
Well, as some of you may know, as in Pasa's videos, he refers to me as Silky. I've been playing World of Warcraft for almost 10 years. The first class I've ever played was an Orc Hunter on Kilrog, whom I played on with my dad a lot. After the years went by, he started to return to playing on consoles. He moved on from Warcraft and kind of let me take over that. I really began to become a PvPer in Mists of Pandaria, as being introduced to it was extremely intimidating at first. Conquest points and all the armor bonuses. But then in Warlords of Draenor, I started learning more about my class. I learned how to navigate it properly. And I've known Pos for about a year now. Ever since I met him, he taught me the ways of crowd control in environments such as arenas and RBGs. And really helped me learn how to time abilities properly with other class abilities as well. So he's also been a very inspirational person, guiding me down a very good path and just really being a good person, a good friend as well. So please do me a huge favor and subscribe to Pos on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you, Silky. I appreciate the kind words. I'm gonna go ahead and show these guys the #1 mount. Now, as a reminder for you guys watching the specials, the top 4 mounts, the last mount has to be something that we either both have or that one of us has and one of us doesn't have. So I'm going to go ahead and unleash the #1 mount on you guys. So #1 for today is the Ironbound Wraith Charger. Now this comes from the Time Walking vendor for Wrath of the Lich King. Basically, Time Warp badges, 5,000 of those beauties, and you'll have this in your hands. This is actually one of the best time walking mounts in the game. Cough cough until Warlords of Draenor, because I seen that wolf and I was like, oh my god, I need that wolf. So yeah, that's another story. Basically, this mount is the poor man's Invincible. Would you agree?
Yes, but also I think the mount just matches perfectly as well.
Yeah, it was actually your idea to use this, and that was a brilliant idea, man. I hope you get this soon, because it is a nice mount. Now guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. I have more specials, I have more tier coming out for different classes and everything. I'm hard at work. I have less than 3 weeks until I'm out of here for Air Force training. So please stay tuned on my channel. Please sub, please like, please share, and let me know what you guys think of my videos. Leave comments, The more help I get with more feedback and everything, the better the channel does. So I appreciate all of your guys' support, and you guys have a good day.